For our quiz 3 revision here, let's do number 1. Yes, for this kind of problem, you really need to, again, read the problem first, and if you want to pause the video, go ahead, pause the video for extra time. Go ahead, read the problem first. Okay, now according to the problem, Roger works in a restaurant that pays him $8.50 per hour. So to write the equation, we all know that that word per will give us the variable x, and where x represents the number of hours he worked. So here we have 8 times 50, okay, per hour. So we're going to use x, that's going to represent the number of hours, and then usually he gets a tip of 65. Tip of 65. So aside from getting 8 hours, $8.50 per hour, he also gets a tip of 65. That means we need to add 8.50x by 65. And according to the problem, how much is his total salary for for working 7 hours? But before we do that, why don't we go ahead and plug in or complete the table. Now, using your calculator, you can just press y equals and then 8.5 or 50x plus 65, and then hit second, and then graph. And it's going to give you the table using your Texas Instrument calculator. So here, well, for me it's easier actually to do 8.5 or 50x and then plus 65 and then second graph. So I'll just go ahead and do it. For the first hour, he's going to get $73.50. For the second hour, he's going to get $82, and then $90.50, and next would be 99, and then 107.5. Now, because the question is asking for, the problem is asking for the total salary for working 7 hours, using your calculator, you just have to scroll down to 7. Okay, let me show you the table here. Okay, here you go. Just scroll down to 7, and the answer is 124.5. Now, if you want, again, our x here represents the number of hours. Since we have 7 hours in there, you just have to plug it into x plus 65. And then go ahead and use your mental math or calculator for 8.50 times 7 plus 65. There you go, 65. Oh, snap. There we go. 850 times 7 plus 65. That should give you $124.50 for working 7 hours. Okay? Now, let's move on to question number 2. Here we have Nathan delivers pizza during weekends. He gets paid an hour and gets an average tip of, we'll see. We don't know. We don't know the tip. We don't know the salary of Nathan every hour. So why don't we go ahead and use this table? Now, according to the table, we have the number of hours here and the total salary. Now, from our equation before, we agreed that if you have y equals, let's say, $7.50, okay? If you have that equation, we agreed before that $7.50 is going to be the hourly rate. That's going to be the hourly rate or hourly salary, and that is going to be sort of like the tip. Okay? So here we need to find the equation so we would know the hourly rate at the same time the tip. So we need to make sure we know how to find the equation then given the table. Now, how are we going to do that? Okay? First, we need to make sure you know the formula y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, so to solve this, we need to find the slope first. Now, to find the slope, we can use those two ordered pairs to find the slope. Okay, so let's go ahead and find the slope first. Remember, to find the slope, we have y2 minus y1 and then x2 minus x1. So
Please pardon the interruption, but the girls' basketball team needs to be dismissed. Thank you.
let's say this is going to be your x1, and then this x1, and this is going to be your x2, and this is going to be your y1, and this is going to be your y2. Because remember, the first column is going to be your x, and then the second column is going to be your y. So let's go ahead and use the numbers here using this formula of the slope y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay? So first we have y2. y2 is 33.96 minus y1 is 19.32. While your x2, using the formula, we have x2, which is 3, and then minus 1. Okay? Now, using your calculator, having 33.96 minus 19.32, we're going to get 14.64, and then doing 3 minus 1 is 2. Now, using your calculator, 14.64 divided by 2 equals, because we're talking about the slope here, we need to change the slope, okay, into well, let's not change it. Let's just make it 7.32. So let's just use the decimal value. Okay? Now we can go ahead and start plugging the numbers here, okay? So here, using the same formula, we have y minus, now according to our y1, it's 19.32 equals, we just got the slope, which is 7.32, parentheses, and then x minus, according to our x1, our x, I'm sorry, we're talking, yeah, so we're good. So according to x1, it's 1. There you go. And now we can go ahead and distribute. Now you have y minus 19.32 equals 7.32 x distribute 7.32 times negative 1 is negative 7.32. Let's erase this part so we can move that. Minus 19 over becomes plus 19.32. Okay, and now we'll go ahead and use y equals 7.32x using our calculator. Let's do negative 7.32 plus 19.32, and the answer is 12. Now, having this equation in y equals mx plus b, the slope is going to be the hourly. That means the hourly salary of Nathan is $7.32, while the average tip is $12. Okay. Well, wait, what happened? That's about it, I guess. That's about it. We only got 2 questions. We have 2 questions, that's about it. So that's how you solve questions like that.